Welcome to Just Beyond the Cottonwoods. In today's tutorial, we are creating a delightful tiny pumpkin patch gallery wall. Each miniature masterpiece is gilded in gold and beautifully framed with magnets. This fun and unique fall decor idea lets you create a charming seasonal art display you can easily swap out for any season. Whether you're a seasoned crafter or trying to create something new, join me as we bring a touch of heartfelt warmth and creative flair to your home, one tiny pumpkin at a time. Let's get started and make fall decorating truly special together. This is truly a simple tutorial. I begin by taking out the filler sheets in each frame. I've linked these frames from Amazon below. These little sheets will be our templates. I'm tracing the templates on a piece of scrap watercolor paper. I plan to keep these templates because I have some cute ideas for Christmas watercolor tiny art, and I want to be able to trace these again. Next, I'm cutting out my templates. I don't know about you, but I really enjoy cutting things out. I enjoy repetitive tasks where I can let my mind wander. The set includes a uniquely shaped frame that requires a different approach. The template didn't cover the space as I would have liked it to, so I'm tracing the inner opening of the frame to get a more precise cutout to paint. Take a moment to erase your pencil marks so they won't show. Fitting each watercolor paper into the frames just to double check that they fit well before I paint my pumpkins. If you followed along with any of my other autumn pumpkin tutorials, you'll recognize that I'm using the same techniques, just on a tinier scale. I paint each center lobe section of my pumpkin on my watercolor paper and then set them aside so that they can dry before I add the outer sections. I like to leave white spaces here and there to give a sense of reflection. Try to center the middle lobe, but don't stress too much about it. You can always balance things out when you paint the outer sections. When I add the final outer sections, I take a step back to see if my pumpkin is centered well. If it is one-sided, I will use these outer sections to rebalance. For example, the left section may need to be a little smaller than the right section so that my pumpkin looks centered and I have roughly the same amount of negative space or border on each side of the pumpkin. I'm adding a little brown for the stems. If my pumpkins were orange, I might add green. I love unusual pumpkin colors. I'm favoring navy and green this season, but I'm already thinking of next year and how I might consider leaning towards plums and burgundies next time. Lean into your own creativity and make color choices according to your own preferences. Some of my stems are a little too light for my liking, so I'm going to add some darker detail to give them just a little bit more interest. For the exciting part, framing your art. I found this so very satisfying. These little frames came as a set and each came with a little golden chain that can be attached to little loops on the back. I wanted to make mine magnets, so I added some heavy-duty adhesive magnets to the backs. I put a link to the magnets in the description below if you would like to check them out. Creating this gallery wall to hang on my door was just the decor moment this area in our home needed. Thanks so much for joining me as we created this charming tiny pumpkin patch gallery wall. If you enjoyed this project, be sure to follow and subscribe. There's so much more to come. I'll be sharing what I create in these frames for Christmas. Check out my autumn playlist to follow along with more cozy creative fall decor ideas you won't want to miss.